Oh yeah. Hey guys, right, we're going to get prepared for the Nurburgring in our QS. The QS is absolutely standard apart from a ram air filter, and it's been remapped. I've got a Roman road printout of 265 horsepower, which is quite a lot considering it's not really got any modifications other than the air filter. So to get it ready for fast road, which is kind of what I prefer to go for, this is kind of a selection of parts that I'm going to fit for the Nurburgring. These are all aimed for like fast road use, but also I need to drive there and drive back. I don't want it to be uncomfortable or loud or annoying or, you know, give me any of them kind of problems. So, quick run through of all the parts we're going to fit to the QS. Starters, Badger 5 larger intake tip. This is just better airflow, so hopefully help with that map. Next we move on to, this is a Gravity 3-inch downpipe. This is the same again, we're trying to just improve flow. And we'll make it a little bit louder because we're going to take the resonator out. So it'll be standard back box, 3-inch downpipe, decat, no resonator. I'll just put the non-res pipe out. So here we've got full, this is Gravity Performance again, non-res. To the back. Okay, next on the list, some poly bushes. So we're obviously going to try and improve the handling just a bit with some harder bushes. These are rear trailing arm bushes. The Super Pro ones work, but for what we're using, these will be a good replacement for standard and probably more solid than standard and cheaper. Super Pro, these are caster adjustment bushes for the front arms at the rear. These just give us better caster, improved caster. And then obviously we're going for the reducing front bushes. This is the little CNC part that's been made, and these will reduce it, so obviously you get a better feel for the steering wheel. Also on the list is obviously red coil packs, the NGK ones. These are just really reliable, the good coil packs. We just see them as a good replacement for standard. And then we'll move on to these Clio 197 Brembo calipers. These are a good replacement and a good upgrade for the single pot calipers that the cars have from standard. But they're a lot easier to get hold of and they're a lot better condition than the LCR1 Brembos and the Brembo GT Juniors. So we're going to fit these. We're fitting them with Brembo discs and Brembo pads. We've just gone for a decent setup for fast roads because that's what we're essentially after.
Hello ladies and gentlemen.
Right, we're halfway through, or at least 3/4 of the way through. We've put 4 packs, 4-put clutch in. And I'm about to put the gearbox back in the car. While the gearbox is off, I have taken this sump off, checked the pickup pipe. I was going to change it, but it looks like it's brand new, which is handy. And then while we're under it, we've disconnected this and checked the turbo supply, and it's absolutely excellent. So that's super. And then while we had the opportunity, I've also changed this pipe on the power steering. So 3 jobs so far, and then we'll get this downpipe all tightened up and everything when it all goes back together. So good result, we'll get there, keep going. Initial thoughts after changing the clutch and the downpipe and the ball joints is I've ruined my car. It drives awful now. The tracking's miles out, I'll go and get that sorted. The downpipe knocks and rattles a little tiny bit. Obviously the clutch is a lot stronger bite point, so that takes some getting used to, but we've already got it in the track car, so I'm used to it. But because it's biting harder, it's also pushing the downpipe further into the car. So we'll get all that checked out, and then we'll then do the brakes. So we'll do it step by step.
Hey guys, so it's been another busy week at TT HQ, TT Spares HQ, whatever. We've been doing clutches and downpipes, gearboxes, cam belts, lowering a caddy, RS6 in this week. Oh, it's just been mental. So finally Saturday's come. I took my car for tracking to just check it was okay, well, to get it all squared up so it's ready to drive, and they said they couldn't adjust it because these were rusted beyond belief. So I've ordered 2 new ones. They're Delphi, they're whatever they could get in at GSF, to be honest, and I want to get them fitted today. It's Saturday, my only day to work on the car. We're going to fit the inner tie rods, the Clio Brembo brakes. I've got some discs, but they're not really the ones I want on it when I go to the ring, so I need to put them on just temporarily. Obviously bleed the brakes up and the other odds and ends. Fit the tie bars, figure out why it's rattling on the downpipe we've fitted. That should be it then. I've got another couple of cars coming for braking, so I need to get a battery cover off one because I took this off a car to put on someone else's the other day. LED interior light light bulbs came this week, I've fitted them. LED number plate lights, LED side light, but I just like LEDs to be honest. It's personal preference obviously. What else have we fitted? Oh, the dash cam's in. I know it's a small thing, but you know, like, it'd be nice to get 4K footage of wherever we are, whenever we are. Anything that happens will be recorded, which is always a good one. Yeah, we'll get started. I'll get these wheels off. Hey one and all, we're at 2:30 on the Saturday, and the brakes are on, bled up, clutch is bled up again. The outer track rods and inner tracker ends are on. We're just looking in the engine bay now. I'm going to have to change the coil packs and the spark plugs. We don't have to change the coil packs, but the spark plugs need changing, so makes good sense to change them at the same time. Well, I'm looking at all this PCV system, thinking it all looks a bit ropey, so I'm going to pull most of the PCV system out and replace it all with an aluminium breather adapter and 90mm piping, just for reliability and miles to the gallon. It should help a little bit. Okay, so that's the new breather there. That's the gold bit, and that piece of pipe there just goes straight up to the original Y, which splits off in between the top of the rock cover and the intake pipe, and then we've blanked off the 8mm to this and reconnected it just solely onto that. Before that would have gone on to this, so simplified the system 100%, like, and there's no air leak now, which is exactly what you're after. Right, so we're under the back of the QS, and for the trip to the Nurburgring, I've decided on the following mods at the back. We've got adjustable rear traverse arms, eye-back springs, Powerflex trailer arm bushes. I'm going to fit some new shock absorbers front and back, but I don't quite know what yet. Just excuse me guys, it's been a long week and I'm a bit tired now, but yeah, so I got to the back of the QS and fit the Project Silver rear arms, Powerflex trailer arm bushes, new top Moog traverse arms, eye-back lowering springs. Got eye-back lowering springs for the front. I think I'm going to upgrade the shock absorbers to the yellow Bilsteins, but we'll see. I've just fitted the 4 red coil packs and spark plugs. The intake was there, everything else is kind of getting there. I've just fitted the brakes and tested the brakes, they seem absolutely great. I've got new discs and pads coming in for them, so we're nearly ready to set off for our European road trip down to the Nurburgring and then to Switzerland. So we need to start planning now the route and where we're going to stay, get the tickets ordered and all that kind of jazz. On the Saturday and Sunday there's the Drift Championships at the Nurburgring, so we're going to go and watch that. Sunday we should do a bit of driving around the ring, and then it's down to Switzerland Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then drive back on Thursday. So it's all very up in the air at the moment, but we'll see how we get on. The car's coming together nicely though. New Bilstein shock absorbers going together with eye-back springs, Febby bearings and forward top mounts. Morning. The QS is nearly done. It's the Friday before we go to the Nurburgring, so we've got exactly 7 days. A few final parts have turned up. I've got the Boss from a steering wheel. It's just like a shallow little Boss, and the new discs have come, Brembo, and I'm going to put some new pads in. I put them second-hand ones in just to keep us on the road, and the vibration through the steering wheel. The brake pedals are horrific. With a bit of luck, that'll solve that. Then we're all sorted. The next jobs on the list are going to be the red V6 that's coming with us. He's decided he wants to fit all of the above. So we've got lowering springs, pads, service kit, brake fluid and braided lines. So we'll get all that sorted. But the QS should be ready. then it needs to do for four-wheel alignment, proper four-wheel alignment, to have all the back end done. But it's all there, mate, and we're getting there, and it drives beautiful now, so I'm really happy with it. QS is now done. All the modifications I wanted to get done are done, which is nice. Just get the steering wheel on. Yeah, all ready to go, mate. Wish us luck.